Right, students, let's move ahead into our demand for money part. Now, in the previous video, we had a discussion on the first motive, that is transaction motives, and you know it is for day-to-day requirement, be it for household or for the firm. Now, let's move ahead into the second one. Now, if we concentrate on the black ink written portion, that is precautionary motive, now becoming blue. So, that is our second motive which we have to take into account, that is precautionary motive. Now, like we had in case of transaction motive, this one also, the demand for precautionary reasons will come from both the parties concerned, households as well as firms, right? Now, why household students? You know it, common experience says households do like to keep a protective portion of their income for something which is unexpected, which is contingency. So, no doubt, when they invest the amount in LIC, right? When they invest the amount in certain types of funds, they are keeping a portion of money, or even keeping in the accounts, bank accounts. They are trying to keep a portion of the money which will be required for that contingent event if, God forbids, they require the need for it. Like you're finding out in COVID cases, who predicted it at the end of it? I mean, nobody predicted such pandemic, and now a lot of people are struggling to survive. So for such type of unexpected events, contingencies, for precautionary purposes, households do keep a certain portion of money, right? So they invest in LIC, they keep it amount in banks as a safe money, wherein the amount can be used for such type of situations. Am I clear? Households. Such type of demand, again remember students, depends upon income, which we signify as Y. The higher the income, it's gut feeling for anyone, the more you will keep the amount for such purposes as a household. Now, what about firm students? All of you have studied in accountancy. A portion of profit which is not given to the partners in partnership firm and elsewhere in sole proprietorship firm can be set aside for future contingencies. What can be future contingencies? I mean, an opportunity to invest somewhere if the need of the hour is to be. So where we will invest that amount when the opportunity will come. Similarly, an accident happens to a worker, you need to have a specified amount which can be used to make the payment to the worker, rather than calling upon an immediate urgency on your funds which are required for day-to-day work, isn't it? So firms also required to keep a portion of their income, profits for such contingencies. Now, why they require it? Firms require it to invest the amount somewhere in securities, so they will keep reserves. You remember students, reserves, appropriation of profit. It's an option. The higher the income, the higher the profits, if it turns out to be, the higher can be the amount of reserves which the firms can keep for such a bad hair day whenever the firm requires it urgently. Again, precautionary motive. Both of them depends upon the income level of the household, or for that matter, turnover, sales, profits of the firm. If we want to portray it diagrammatically, you remember students, transaction motives, we did it. Now we can do the same for precautionary motive. Any guesses? What will be the shape of the curve? As easy as it can be. The higher the income, the greater shall be the level of money kept for precautionary motives. So if I have to make that statistical boxes, my curve for this one will be an upward sloping curve representing the money demand for precautionary motive. I hope all of you understood it. Thank you.